I'm going to share something that's probably going to make you feel very, very embarrassed for me. Okay? This is a confession of something that I was doing during my divorce or after the fact that kind of shows the level of disrespect that I was putting up with, but also the level of respect I had for myself was non-existent.
The caption of this post is my rawest confession about being cheated on by his wife.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Like I said, when I tell you this, what happened, okay, you're going to feel embarrassed for me and see like, wow, that guy really was a loser. Okay, it's fine. Some of your opinions are valid to a degree. You're going to say it's embarrassing, you're going to say it's cringe. Okay? Like, why would you ever do that? Right? Yeah, maybe some of you are going to pity me. I'm not looking for your pity or your sympathy. I'm confessing these things. It's been weighing on my heart and my mind since I stopped doing it. Okay? But if you've ever been in my shoes, if you've ever been cheated on, you've been divorced, you've been betrayed, and you've been disregarded to the degree that I have by someone that you love dearly, it'll make sense to you. Okay? So, and side note is that I really don't care about everybody's opinions of me. The people that get it, get it. And I'm sharing this at the expense of my reputation. Right? That's my whole page. Okay? So if you've made it this far, I hope you stay to the end. And I hope you can understand and relate about the type of man I am and the type of man I'm becoming by sharing this experience. Okay? So, I had already found out that my wife was actively cheating on me, right? It wasn't the guy that she was texting before. It was the man that she was actually sleeping with behind my back. Okay? I had found out, and there was a few weeks where it was, she's so distraught. She's trying to make it work, but then she's still hiding away. She's still hiding messages. She's still talking to him. It's this back and forth where she's like, I don't want to lose you, Zach, but I have feelings for this guy. Okay? I am just so completely numb. For 3 months, I was numb. I didn't know what to do. Okay?
Right.
You've been in that position, you can 100% agree. Right? In hindsight, when you're going to hear this, what I'm about to share with you, you're going to be like, why the did you not just leave?
Oh, man, how bad does this get?
Guys, trust me. It's part of the reason why I still have a hard time forgiving myself, and I beat myself up, why I work so hard with my job and at the gym. Okay? I get it. So, I knew where this guy lived. I knew that's where she was going on the weekends when she would lie to me and say, hey, I'm going out with my friends to do this.
Right.
Right? And she would not give me her location. Right? But I already knew where this guy lived. I knew who he was. Right? Like I said, I knew exactly how she was lying to me when she say I'm going to a bar to downtown Dallas to be with my friend, this chick, right? Whoever it was. I'm not going to name them. But I knew she was lying to me. Right? And at first she'd go and do this. And she would come back the next day and be like, oh, I was doing this with my friends. I'm like, no, like in my head, I'm like, no, you're with the guy. Okay? So I would drive to his house. He didn't have a house, he had an apartment. And I would see her car parked out front. And I would park there, and I would get on my phone, and I would call. I would text, and all she would do is lie, block. But she had no idea that I knew where she was.
No way. The sponsor of this channel, fathershaverights.com. Imagine paying child support fully for 18 years. You paid it full, done. But the mother of your child still wants more. She tells the court it's unfair. I didn't create this child by myself. That's exactly what happened in this situation. And that's when the judge leaned in and said, ma'am, you can't do this. I can't make him pay child support past 18. not when he's already done paying it and the child has graduated. So, of course, child support ended that day. But child support isn't always fair, and it doesn't always end clean. But knowing how the system works helps you prepare for battle. That's why FathersHaveRights.com is creating the Custody Prep Guide for Men, presented to you by expert attorneys to help fathers know what to do, what not to do, and how to protect themselves at every step of the custody process. Click the link pinned to the top of the comments, join the waiting list for the Custody Prep Guide for Men.
And I would sit there waiting. And I had these two things, these two train of thoughts, right? These two paths in my head that I couldn't believe what my wife was doing. Then I'm actively seeing what she's doing to me. Unless you've been in a situation like this, you don't get it. It's this back and forth, like, I can't believe it. Oh, she's really doing that. I cannot believe it. This woman I would lay my life down for is another man and lying to me. That's the lowest my self-respect has ever gone in my life. Ha ha ha, yeah, what a fucking loser. Yeah, dude, that's pretty loser behavior if you ask me. But not in the moment, I didn't think so. I think that just shows the levels of love and care that I would have taken, I was willing to take to fight for that girl, but it was in such vain. It was so foolish. Goodness. The disrespect was so blatant in my face. Why the hell did I put up with it? Ask yourself the same damn question. If a girl is doing that to you or a man is doing that to you, what are you doing? Why the would I wait outside of the guy's house and she's in there getting down? What kind of man am I?
Yeah, this is painful. This is painful. Because, guys, it's all up here, right? It's all up here. It's all in the mind. And I say that because a lot of people would look at a dude like this and think, okay, he's in shape, he's fit, and they wouldn't expect that he would go through something like this. There are people out here who believe all you need is money. They'll see a rich person and think to themselves, why is that person going through that? Or they'll see somebody who's in shape, takes care of themselves, and they'll think, well, why would he go through that? The most powerful thing you can be is caffeinated, right? You need that self-respect. You need that knowledge of understanding when to draw a line as a man. And we've all been there, right? But maybe not exactly this situation, because this is a unique one. But we've all been in the place where we lacked that mental portion of the equation, which is the most powerful. Being aware, understanding your value as a man.
That's who I married. And then it was like, what kind of man am I to marry that type of girl? But at the time, no, I didn't know that's who she was. I didn't know. There were no signs until a couple months prior, where her behavior started to change and she became indifferent, closed off. While I had a second job, paying for our mortgage, paying for our bills, paying for her damn school. Damn, she bent me over backwards and me. But by another man. Excuse my language, you can tell how pissed off I've been about this. I don't want you guys to go through the same shit. I don't want you to experience what I had to put up with. And then to paint me as the bad guy, to laugh in my face that she's bragging about this guy who's calling himself a home wrecker, joking, laughing, and making fun of me for defending my worth, being a married man to her, and like, come home. I know this isn't you. I know you don't want to be with this man. He's just using you. No, she's using me and using him. She doesn't even know what the she wants. That's what I put up with, guys. I put up with it until I finally said, enough, Zach. Remember where you come from. That was not me. So listen to me, guys. I don't care about the negativity that I'm going to get from posting this. I don't give a But if you've been there, you understand it, you get it. Your self-respect matters so much more than the disrespect, the tolerance that you're willing to put up. Do not put up with it. I promise you are in for a rude awakening through hell. You shouldn't have to beg. You shouldn't have to plead. You shouldn't have to be on your knees crying, asking them to see your worth. You shouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't. Don't do it. If you ever catch yourself begging, get out of the relationship. Save yourself. If they do not see it, find someone that does and will not take it for granted. I hope that you guys hear this from me and you can take it as a lesson. Okay? That's why I share it.
Thanks for sharing. Let's check out a few of these comments here and see what the people have to say. Top comment here says, nobody thinks you're a loser. You're not a loser. Betrayal rewires our brain, changes us on a molecular level, changes our reality. I've been there. Everybody has their experience. Everybody has their story of when they had to learn. Everybody at some point did not realize their worth. I'm one of those people. And anybody who tries to act like they've been perfect, that they've understood everything from jump, is just lying to you. Somebody else here says, I'm with you, brother. I have the same story. Another comment here says, it's called cognitive dissonance. Takes your mind time to actually confront it. Here's another person that added, I genuinely hope you find better. I got cheated on too, and it was soul wrecking. Another person who says, Jesus replied, you do not realize now what I am doing, but later you will understand. Somebody else who says, yep, I was an FBI agent for 5 years. I finally have peace. Here's somebody else who says, I thought I was mentally strong and I won't let anyone, even my fiance, to manipulate me. But when you're inside the situation, emotions control actions. Your love to them makes you blinded. So I completely feel for you. I hope you don't experience that again. And thanks for sharing your story. Another person here added, anyone who says just leave is someone who hasn't experienced this or didn't really love that person. Give yourself grace. No one can prepare you for the cognitive dissonance, the shattering of your reality, the trying to merge who this person is and who you believe them to be, and holding that duality. You know what it is too, man? I know we're going to get the comments down below of people who are like, oh, I would have done this or I would have done that. People don't like nuance, right? People don't like their reality, that some people have different upbringings than you do. You may have been taught through a series of experiences or other people and how they brought you up to have more self-respect, to understand when you're seriously being taken advantage of, being manipulated. Other people, not so much, right? Other people, more naive. It takes going through an experience where you look back and you almost wonder like, man, who was that person during that time? And you learning that lesson to truly understand how vulnerable we are sometimes when we don't know any better, to making some of the most horrible mistakes of our lives. The good things that he's out of it. He's learned from this. Of course, I'm curious to know, what do you think?
Hey guys, as of today, it's been 5 months since my divorce was finalized. And I'm just really grateful. It changed my life. Everyone that has been a part of my story since the beginning. It's really hard for me to put into words how I feel today. Going through a divorce like the one I did, And then in the span of not even a month, you know, my dad gets a stroke. You think like, I lost my wife, and then you're like, dang, I'm gonna lose my dad too. Sorry. Today I just feel empowered. I feel very grateful. I'm very grateful that my dad is doing better. And I'm grateful for what my ex-wife did to me. You've allowed me to build this platform where I'm able to show you my pain and show you that I'm willing to confront it. And I don't have the words to say thank you. It's really hard to be grateful for the things that you hate the most. I'm incredibly grateful for this divorce. It's truly changed my life.
Hey guys, as always, I appreciate you for checking out yet another episode of the Coffee Pod. To my currently engaged or soon to be married men, if you need a prenup and would like a guide that shows you how to get a solid and legally binding prenuptial agreement, hit the link pinned to the top of the comment section and access your guide at fathershaverights.com today.